FutureMakers. Welcome to TeacherPreneur. Making mistakes is better than faking perfections. We all make mistakes, right? But it's important that we learn from these mistakes and do not repeat them again. With the end of pandemic and almost the reopening of all the schools offline, there's a lot of hush and bush in the schools. The management, the teachers and the students are getting used to each other and they're taking time to absorb to this offline environment altogether. Even parents are very puzzled and students are very restless. This is why parents are searching for more home tutors. So if you are someone who wants to start their home tutoring business, this is the right time. We've already made videos on how to be a good home tutor and how to find students for home tutoring business. But in today's video, we are going to discuss the top mistakes that home tutors make. You must watch this whole video so that you do not make such mistakes and are the best home tutor possible. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. The first mistake that many home tutors make is not understanding the needs of the students. Every student is different. They all have their unique abilities and they learn at different pace. They also learn through different methodologies. As a school teacher, they do not have the liberty to change the methods according to the students because they have to cater to a class of 40 and so they have to use one teaching methodology only. But as a home tutor, you have this option, so why not use it? Try and interact with your students and try and understand what do they like, what are their interests and how would they like to learn. Try using those things while teaching and you'll see the difference for sure. For example, I had a student who loved Poppet. So what I did is I taught him phonics and forming words through Poppet and he found it very amazing and learned it very quickly. You could also do the same. The next mistake that home tutors usually make is not being professional. Understand that home tutoring is your own space. You have the liberty to do whatever you want because you do not have any authority over you. But that does not mean that you do not have boundaries. Some home tutors get so friendly and have such a subtle environment in their class that every student comes there only to enjoy and they forget that they had come there to learn. You do not have to be so friendly and flexible with your students. What you should actually do is follow some ground rules that you follow from day 1 to the last day of the academic year. This is the only way that you can ensure discipline for all your students. The parents also expect you to discipline their kids and have some decorum in the classroom. So keep in mind that you have such a professional touch while you're doing your home tutoring and you're good to go. Another mistake that home tutors usually make is to overpromise. In the beginning, when we don't have students, we are so excited to get them that we say yes to whatever the parents say. This is a big no-no because you won't be able to get the same results for everyone. Every child is different and their needs are different, so you have to tackle them very differently. Before you promise anything to the parent, make sure you spend at least a week or 2 with the student and understand how is he or she in studies, how is he able to focus or concentrate, how is she able to understand what you're teaching and how well you both are able to gel with each other. This is the only way you'll be able to get results. So communication is the key. It may be daunting in the start, but once you start communicating, you'll understand the difference. Only if you communicate with the parents, they'll exactly know what to expect from you and what not to expect from you. And this is the way you'll have a win-win situation for all 3 of you. One thing that home tutors are usually confused about is the pricing. Some people overprice themselves and some people underprice themselves. It's all okay. We all are learning in the process and in the journey. It's quite okay to charge what you feel is right because no one could understand your worth. Your methodology is different from someone else. Keep the competitors' charges in your mind, but make sure you do not compromise your teaching methodologies or your fees just because your competitor is charging high or low. If you're just beginning your home tuitions, then you could offer discounts to your first group of students. Your first group of students will be your testimonials. Their progress and their results will be your word of mouth. If you train and teach them well, you will definitely get more students through them in the future. So you could consider giving them discounts, but make sure that you do not underprice yourself. And if in case you're overpricing, then make sure that all the efforts are value for money and parents will happily give it to you. One more thing that we home tutors should keep in mind is that we do not have to be their lecturer. They already have a teacher in school who's their lecturer, but in the home tuitions, they are expecting to go beyond that. So in case you are a home tutor, you have to be their friend, philosopher and guide rather than being just a teacher, and that's the way to go. If children have doubts in their mind, they should come and talk to you without being hesitant. If you have done this, then your job is done very well. Also, if the students are not understanding through one methodology, be open to experimenting with different methodologies so that they can understand and learn everything very well. The next thing that all the home tutors must do is be a master of one and not the jack of all. Usually, just to get students, home tutors tend to promise taking tuitions for the subjects that they are not familiar with. What they feel is, maths and science I am comfortable, languages I'll make sure I'll do it. That is not the way to go. If you are an expert only in maths and science, kindly take students only for those two subjects. If you take students for other subjects as well, it will only diminish your own reputation because you'll not be able to give your 100% plus. Your homework will increase manifold. I've seen such teachers who are very confident in their own subject. So whenever they have a class of their own subject, they are so happy-go-lucky. But if they have to teach any other subject other than their own subject, it becomes a drastic experience for them. They keep on revising, they keep on learning, they keep on rooting, and they keep on asking everyone how to teach this better. Why do you want to be such a teacher? Rather, take students only for those subjects that you are master in and be the master. Initially, you might have less number of students, but gradually, your name will only be for those subjects and students will automatically come to you. Make sure you play a game of long run and do not focus on getting more students in the short run because usse zyada koi fayda nahi. Another big no-no for tutors is to give a lot of homework. Students already get homeworks and assignments from their schools. Moreover, they have projects to do. When they come to you, if you can assist them in finishing their homework, amazing. If you cannot, kindly don't overburden them with such assignments. If you could do this, you will be your student's favorite teacher and the parents will also thank you because now the students have enough time to play. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching the whole video. If you know of someone who wants to start their own tutoring business, please share this video with them. If you are a tutor yourself, then in the comment section, let us know what mistakes have you made in your tutoring career so that we all get help from. If you like today's video, do hit the like button and subscribe and press the bell icon so that you are a part of this FutureMakers family as well.